Welcome back to the Hawksite Operators Course video 2, and in this video we're going to talk about adding an incident to the map into the incident database and then setting up a new project on the map. So to start with, we're going to talk about adding a new incident. So I've been online and identified the Kabul hotel attack of the 22nd of January against the Intercon Hotel. So the first thing I need to do is find out where that location is. So that's taken me to Kabul. I'll change into the satellite imagery, and I know that the Intercon Hotel is just here. So I will add a new incident, and then I need to set the date and time. So we know the incident took place on the 22nd, and I believe it took place at around 11 p.m. We can set the headline for the incident. The incident has been located on the map through lat and long, but if I wanted to refine it, I could add an address field here. And then I'm going to name the category of attack so that I can find that type of attack in future. I'll take the URL so that I can take a look back at more information later, and then a brief summary of the incident. And that's it. Now I have the option of saving the incident, in which case we'll turn to the map, or assigning it to a threat, a new threat, or assigning it to an existing threat, in effect creating an instant history for the threat database. We're going to deal with that in a little bit more detail in video 5 when we talk about developing a threat database and assigning threats to a project. So for now I'm just going to save. And on saving, we go back to the map. Now you'll see at the moment that there's no indication of that because the time frame hasn't been set to cover that time frame. So what I'm going to do is set the time frame to include January 2018, allow the map to refresh, and there we see our incident on the map. The next thing we're going to talk about is adding a project location to the map. So let us say, for example, that the Intercon Hotel is going to become the place that we're interested in doing an assessment on. So again, I left click on the map, but instead of pressing incident, I'm going to press add project. Now before I do that, I need to make sure that I have the right category of project in the system. And to do so, I click the try bar and then open project type master. And at the moment, the types of projects that I have in place are offices, oil rigs, and wastewater sectors. So I would like to add a new one called hotel. I'm going to put a general symbol behind it and then press save. Now the reason behind this will become more apparent when we start in video 8 when we talk about building a risk treatment plan, because we can assign controls against a specific project type. Which means that we can always reassign those controls the next time we're looking at the same project without having to re-enter those controls. So having done that, I can go back onto the map, add a project, and in this case it's the Intercontinental Hotel. It is a hotel. And now in the drop down, the project type is a hotel. The project currency is relevant if we want to look at the financial exposure of it. So in this case, we'll leave it as US dollars. I can type Intercontinental Hotel back in. Excuse the spelling. And then I'll just make up the website details, contact name, contact email, and you can save this data as you see fit. You don't have to put it in. If I wanted to refine the search using an address, then I'd click the search address box and fill in the address, and that would refine it. But at the moment, we're happy we found it on the map. And then I can click here to add a logo. And in this case, I'll just put an example logo on to demonstrate. And then this is the logo that will come up in the front of the report. Then I press Actions, Save. And we know if the project is saved correctly because we are taken to the risk portal, which we're going to discuss in video number 4. There's one other way that you can add a project, which is to go into the sidebar, into Projects, and then click New Project, and then you follow exactly the same process. So that's it for this video. If you'd like to log on with your own username and password, practice entering incidents onto the map and into the incident database and setting up projects. And in video 3, we're going to go through an introduction to the project risk portal that you've just seen and the security risk assessment process.